Local volunteers are stepping up to help fire and flood victims.
The Red Cross held a disaster relief volunteer training today. The response was overwhelming.
NBC5's Emily Beal is here with a look at why people want to join the organization. Emily?
Craig, Kristen, that is right. Today, the Red Cross held one of 3 statewide trainings here in Medford. The response was more than double what organizers had expected. The volunteers are all ready to take action and serve those impacted by the Chetco bar fire and Hurricane Harvey. It's an important day for people across Southern Oregon who want to help serve those impacted by natural disasters. How many people do you have here?
I counted 33. We were expecting 15. So this is amazing.
The 6-hour training prepares volunteers to work in any natural disaster, including the Chetco bar fire or Hurricane Harvey.
The skills that you learn here help you deal with any type of population, understand the guidelines from the Red Cross.
Teaching the volunteers how to be prepared and stay consistent is Brian Fenderson.
So a lot of information we have to double check and make sure that it is true and it's accurate.
And his wife, Anna.
We also cannot ever take homemade food. Like I said, the last thing you want is 200 sick people in your shelter.
The Fendersons made the 4-hour drive down to Medford from their home in Salem to train new Red Cross volunteers. For Brian, the drive is well worth it.
What's your favorite thing about the Red Cross?
The people that I work with, the volunteers, absolutely.
Wednesday, they covered the basics of going to a disaster.
What we're doing for the first part of today is to talk about deployment.
How to lead the force helping those in need.
The other trainer, my wife, actually is teaching how to run a shelter.
And the conditions volunteers should be prepared to live in.
Conditions are very harsh. Don't plan on staying in a hotel room. You plan on staying in a staff shelter.
The biggest thing they stress to all volunteers is their disaster relief motto.
Our motto is be flexible. And really what we're doing in the training today is just really pushing that whole idea of be flexible.
Together, Fenderson and his wife have taught more than 100 classes in their 7 years volunteering with the Red Cross. But teaching classes isn't the only thing Brian Fenderson does for the Red Cross.
I'm a governmental liaison. I'm a local disaster responder. I can drive the ERV.
After close to a decade volunteering with the Red Cross, they know good assets to the organization.
If you're a good Red Cross worker, you go where you're needed.
And like all of the passionate Red Cross volunteers, Brian is ready to get his hands dirty and help those in need once he's done training new volunteers next week.
So I have that commitment, then after that I think it's a green light for us to go.
Today, Brian Fenderson told me the biggest shelter the Red Cross has going is housing more than 9,000 people. It's Fenderson's goal to prepare volunteers to help at large-scale locations like that and at smaller-scale locations like the Chetco bar fire shelter at Riley Elementary. Live in studio, Emily Beal, NBC5 News.